True Life and Music History, the Ants Human Stars podcast, with your hosts, Caleb and Digo. Are you ready? Steady. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they and thems. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Trees and things.
We had a yes, I'll record. Okay, we had a trans person on this summit thing that we do for work every year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just difficult to remember the they them. You know, it is hard. It's just hard. A man-looking man, they is sitting in front of me, but the they thing. I feel bad, but it was.
We should all be doing our best to respect people's pronouns, but at the same time, I think they should give grace, because the reality is
It's new.
Yes, but not only that, the fact that this is like a worldwide, you speak. Well, I do know in some different language. Is it like certain language you don't have like a her, he, like a
But you bring that up, and that's actually a great thing. In Spanish, everything is gendered. Every little thing, and it's arbitrary.
Mm-hmm.
He couch, she wallet. Everything has a gender, and it's like, but you want to take down gender? I don't know how to speak Spanish without gender. I mean, literally, how can I?
Yeah, to that point of, that's why I'm like, it's literally like a whole new way of talking.
Right.
And so,
and then you have
give
those,
grace.
like,
You gotta like let people like, okay, I have to totally readjust how I've learned.
But he was fabulous though. I mean, other than that, it was I don't know. They say he's famous. I've never heard before in my life, but he was great. He was very articulate in the way he. See, there I am. They view the world.
Yeah.
So.
Frick, there was something I was gonna. You said, that led me to sorry, it's kind of like a whole different topic, but me and my friend were talking about how, because I mentioned, I was like, I miss having a song of the summer. Like, I miss that, having these, big songs.
We have the song of the week.
Even if you did it, the main point I'm getting at is that, like, when I say that is there used to be a song of the summer, or multiple songs of the summer, whether you liked the genre or not, you just heard it, and it was like, oh, this is the big song, and this is what everybody's listening to, and it might not be the genre that you listen to, but we were all exposed to these different songs.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
No.
Yeah, cool. No. That's cool. Do you want anything to drink?
Yeah, could I get a ginger ale, please? Yeah.
And I definitely want
Still want to, sorry.
You gonna order food?
Yeah.
Should I wait for you to order food?
Could I get like another minute?
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to wait if you know what you want, but I need to.
I'll wait. It doesn't matter.
I
actually don't know. I'm like, I know I want some. I want dinner, but
yeah, I haven't eaten since like early this morning, so I'm hungry. But I'm like, I should get more than all I want is some French fries and some wings. But I'm like, maybe I should get something that's healthier. But to finish my point.
Oh, okay, yeah. Song of the summer, right?
Yeah, and so you were exposed to we're all exposed to different musics and different songs and stuff and whatnot. But now that just doesn't happen, and there's many reasons for that. Partly because we're not all listening to the radio anymore. Also, we're not all sitting and watching music videos, and there's not
no
music video channels anymore. And also because we're all streaming music. Everybody kind of listens to music in silos now. Like, you listen to the genres and what you want. You're not kind of forced to be exposed to, or aware at least, of other music. Anyways, I kind of missed that.
I was listening to sibling rivalry, Bob Drag Queen, Monet today, and they were talking about, what's the number one music artist in the world. In the 90s or the early 2000s, you could confidently say it's this person. But even though The Weeknd is number one on Spotify, well, how is he selling on iTunes? How is he selling on the radio? How is he selling on his concert tickets? How is he sell? It's a weird. You still don't know, right?
Yes, I need a minute.
You need 5 minutes. He literally give you.
He gave it 8
60
minutes.
seconds.
But to that point, we were also talking about that yes, you have the people like The Weeknd, but you also have people on Spotify that I've seen that someone will refer me or look, and I'm like, they have millions of streamers, and I've never heard of them before.
And then YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
So
there's also this world.
What is number one?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't.
But I think that's also because, again, we're listening to music in silos. So then, yeah, there are millions of people who know about such and such artists, and then there's other millions of people who are like, I've never heard
How
of this
many
person.
people are listening to all the K-pop that I'm not listening to?
Exactly.
And it's like huge chunks of the world are into that, and I haven't even listened to a song.
Yeah.
How? But that's how it is. And then going
Exactly.
back, how do you say what is the song of the summer?
And when I say like song of the summer, I mean a song that's, because yes, you have popular songs. Beyonce, everybody knew of "Break My Soul" when she came out, or Taylor Swift has that song "Anti-Hero," which I've never really heard, but I know about it because people have talked about it. But unless you're one of these two artists who is known worldwide, it's very hard to get a song that your mom, she might not be listening to, or our mom, because my mom, it applies to my mom too. They might not be listening to the music, but they're aware of it. That's how it used to be, where it's like, oh, I'm not listening to Britney Spears, but everybody knows.
Your parents know.
Britney. Yeah, exactly.
Like they don't know who that. They don't know the artist, but they were like, oh, that song.
That song.
Yeah. Now it's like, if I don't know, they don't fucking know shit. They're not even close to knowing, and they will never. Ooh, they're gone.
Yeah,
and they're gone. But I think I think my parents were well into their 40s before they lost touch. I'm in my late 30s going up to 40s, and I have lost touch. Again, I got nothing.
But again, I don't consider that we've lost touch. Things have changed. Again, we're not listening to things as a group anymore, whether that's the radio, whether that's watching the music video countdown shows. There's not even actual channels anymore dedicated to just music videos. So it's much we're living in a time where it's much easier to fall out of what is current, because again, everything is personalized. Even take music out of it with like Netflix and stuff, and
movies.
We're watching we're only watching things that everything is about curating to you, and they promote that on Spotify and all this stuff. Like, what do you like? So then it starts to break away the collective of like, everybody check this out. And of course you have that with movies and shows and songs, but not the way we grew up with it.
No, not at all. But when we grew up with it, also the power of making these. Oh, I forgot.
That true.
Got these things as well.
Oh, sorry if I
just said power, and I was like, I heard it, and I was like, oop, the power of. How do I put this? Unscrew.
I need to get one of these actually.
And then, ooh, thank you. Thank you. You're still not ready, right?
I haven't decided if I want.
About an hour later,
like I know what I want to get, but I'm like, I need to choose another option that's healthy.
No, get the thing.
Can I? Okay, you know what you want?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get the 8 boneless wings? Can I get 4 of them? Honey Old Bay, and then the other 4. The Glory Days.
Glory sauce?
Yeah, Glory Days sauce. And then can I just get a side of fries?
Mm-hmm. And then ranch or blue cheese with the
ranch, please. Yeah. And then can I also just get a side of broccoli? Like, is that, you guys have that as a side? Yeah, steamed broccoli. Yeah, can I get that?
And then real quick, are we doing separate checks or are we doing one check today?
Yeah, separate.
Separate.
Maybe separate. Yeah.
And may I have the?
Okay. Anyways,
Oh wait, are you done? You want some more fries?
can you make it a large side? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
The short. I'm like talking into the mic like it makes any difference. Like
That's why I took the headphones out of my ears. I was like, why am I talking like so?
We're doing the podcast about
So he does kind of true crime, but also just true life, just interesting stories. I do what I call music history, where I'll just take a song and I give like the history about it. So whether that's Prince, Purple Rain, or Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby,
That's really cool.
I just yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
give the history behind it and how it was made and all that. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Those are good ideas.
and
And it's only
This is
one
my
podcast.
favorite-
Like he tells his story, and then I tell mine.
Are you
And
doing like a collab here or something? Or?
it's all one podcast. Like we've been
Yeah.
doing it for a couple years now, and yeah, so we're kind of breaking it up.
Now
where,
we're doing
where
it.
like
Now we're
I
breaking
have
it up,
my own
but-
episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's, as opposed to having like an hour-long episode, it'll be like his is 20 or 30 minutes and mine is 20-30 minutes. Yeah, yeah. So
That's cool.
yeah, so
and Glory Days is our favorite place to record
yeah, it's where we started recording.
because it's pretty chill here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't get too. Yeah, I mean, this is post dinner rush. You know, it's not gonna get any
Yeah.
more crowded than this.
this is it. So, may I have the short rib grilled cheese
Oh yeah.
with fries? Yes, that's there. But you know, I want to try these amazing. Which wings should I get?
This the flavor.
Yeah,
You want something? You want a sauce, or
and
you
you're
want-
getting the boneless.
I get boneless.
Okay,
yeah.
so but it's 8. Well, whatever.
What? You
It's-
want more?
No,
Or
I was
less?
like less because I'm already getting this grilled cheese and the fries, and now
whatever you don't eat, I'll take home.
I'm gonna munch. I'm gonna munch through it.
Or
So
you can take it home. Yeah, it'll be.
Power through it.
boneless 8 with you got honey Old Bay.
I
Is
got
that
honey Old Bay, and then I got the Glory Days sauce. So like 4 honey Old Bay, 4 Glory
honestly,
Days.
That's my wing order. Honey Old Bay.
Okay.
Glory, that's
Yeah.
then that's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's what I should get that.
I like them.
All right, so yeah, both. And then, do you want me to take all the menus, or do you want to hang on to one just in case?
Yeah, I don't need them.
Yeah.
No,
I'm good.
I think we
Yeah,
get enough.
we ordered enough.
All right, yeah, I got
Thank you. I got
I
a
love
alcoholic
this song by
beverage.
Lady Gaga. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, this song. This song. It's like, well, it's not like, it's funny, like, this is the newer Lady Gaga. Everybody, this is the Lady Gaga, but it's not the original Lady
Yeah,
Gaga
yeah,
song.
yeah.
That, what was the original one?
Just dance.
La la da da da.
Oh,
Ooh, my
Poker
mom.
Face?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah. I think this was like the second album or something.
Mm.
But I remember being in the car hearing this. The ginger ales everywhere taste weird. I gotta order a Sprite. It's what is it? It's strong?
It's a pina colada, but with prosecco, which is basically champagne. And it's good, ish. Right? You want to try this? It's an explosion of.
This is a nice like sip. Like and it's like kind
It's
of
got-
refreshing.
Rum. It's got rum in it.
I'm not gonna keep drinking your
Yeah.
drink, but it's good. I actually like that.
Yeah.
I would sit with that.
It's better than the ones we had over at that one place for
Oh,
Labrisse's
wait, wait,
dinner.
wait. Yeah,
Man.
what did you get?
I got it. It was good, but basically it was like pineapple syrup.
That was the yeah. That
You
was
know,
what I like.
it's good, but it's lacking dimension,
Mhm,
dimensionality, which is this has some dimension to it,
Yeah,
you know. And this is $5, and the other one was like 12 or 15 or whatever it is. So, yay for Glory Days! This is us plugging in Glory Days.
Exactly. Comes through once again. We will get that sponsorship. We will.
I gotta keep posting every time we do it that we did it.
I'm really leaning into this whole which it's a good thing. We're in a time where like anything that you've done in the past can automatically hit. It does things don't have to
Oh, yeah.
be new for them to hit. So yeah, it's coming.
And that's my. This is a tangent and a half, but Reddit. Reddit currently went through a whole thing. I don't know if you caught it. Whatever. It's over now, I think. I don't know. But long story short, Reddit was changing the way it works internally. And a lot of people hated that. I'm not going to get into it because I didn't care about it. And I love Reddit. but it was like nonsense to me. Anyways, um, Reddits are a bunch of communities that post stuff that those communities want to see. So there's crazy fucking videos is one, or white people on Twitter. You know what? It's just like little general categories, and then you post to those
Mhm.
subreddits. And first, that like if it's not really about what this subreddit is about, the moderators will come and like blast it away. It's like this has nothing to do. So it's very strict in that, you know. But one thing that gets me, that grinds my gears, is that they'll be also very sensitive to, oh, this has already been seen, this has already been posted, right?
So like you can't post something.
It depends on the mod, really, because they're work for free, and this is part of the whole movement that was against Reddit right now that just happened. It was a mod war against the changes that they were doing to the API. That's a lot of jargon, and who cares, right? Um, but basically, there's people who work for free, who are moderating these subreddits in Reddit, doing things like that. Oh, this doesn't have anything to do with the subreddit. It's out. Or this is racist. Get out. You know, they're kind of.
1 second. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Hey man. Do you guys have like teas or like lemonades or something?
Yeah, we got specialty lemonades, like we got like raspberry lemonade, peach lemonade, strawberry lemonade, we got normal lemonade, we got Arnold Palmer, we got sweet tea, unsweet tea.
Could I get a strawberry lemonade? Are they good or are they just
I mean, I'm honestly, I'm just not like a big strawberry lemonade guy. But
Okay.
like I mean, I've never heard a complaint say that.
okay? Can I get a strawberry lemonade?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. So one of my biggest pet peeves about these moderators is that they'll hound people, be like, oh, this has already been posted 2 days ago and whatever. But it's my first time that I see it,
Mm.
you know? And my argument every time, I clap back at them. I'm like, the whole 8.5 billion people on this planet hasn't seen this. Yeah, it was posted maybe before. Maybe it was posted a couple of times. But I guarantee you we haven't all seen it. And that traction maybe before, okay, there were 500 people who clicked on it. But maybe now there'll be thousands of you. I've seen this happen. Post. Nothing happened. Same post. Fucking thousands of views and commentaries. So this is my commentary in relation to what you just said, because I hate people who would want to, oh, this is old.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that doesn't exist anymore. There are young people who are finding quote unquote old things. There's a whole subreddit of like, and it's mostly young people who are finding pleasure in old consoles. Sega, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all Game Boys, and they're having a whole like resurgence of these old consoles.
Yeah.
You know, of things that they're in the past. Why are we bringing them up? They should be buried. We already talked about it. No, like you should be able to bring anything at any time now. Nothing's out of style anymore.
Yeah,
That's a thing of the past itself. So, anyways, I think thankfully Reddit won. So the mods lost, and I'm happy about that. And anybody who listened to this who was against this, too bad. Too bad. Capitalism won this time, and I'm happy.
So, but wait.
If you want to know what
The mods
exactly
or the-
about it is, it's not that complicated. It's that Reddit uses a lot of third-party things to help manage the app itself. And the mods use those third-party things. Random stuff, you know, that they'll use. And then Reddit was saying, now we're going to charge the third parties to be able to integrate to our app. And in tandem, eventually, I guess, I don't know if they're available now, Reddit will be making its own versions of those third-party apps. So they're not going to... But if they're like, if you want to use that, you're going to have to pay for usage. And it was like millions of dollars, right? But as a user, I'm like, mods, I don't need you. I would live totally fine with all the bots and everything that run the internet anyway. It's not like they're like, oh, but bots. And I'm like, Twitter, Instagram, everything is overrun by bots. It's not like you're doing that great of a job in Reddit that you're holding the fort and really there's no bot in Reddit. No, there are bots all over the place. That's one. And two, your moderation I don't need. Let people post willy-nilly, free form. Please do a lot, like any platform has a flag a person, right? Flag a comment, flag, and then with all the flags, then that gets removed. Sure, but that doesn't need what they wanted.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't care about this war. You guys
And what's wrong with Reddit creating those third-party things?
because those third parties were around for a while, and it's their businesses, and so they were worried about their futures as a business that was running with Reddit, but now they might be forced to either pay a lot more or dissolve. They're no longer, whatever. And I'm just, this is the world. I mean, everything shifts and moves and changes. And again, as a user, I don't care. The mods care because they're like, there are third-party apps. How are we supposed to do our job free without these third-party apps? And I just don't, again, because I'm like sitting there enjoying this post and then the mod removes it because it's already been posted. I'm like, I don't need you. We're fine over here, to be honest. Somebody's screaming into the void right now, be like, the mods are the only thing that keep Reddit together. The glue in this whole project. If it without them, it would be a catastrophe. They shut down a lot of the subreddits for a few days in protest. So like of the 100 whatever, like I'd say only 25 were available. 25% of them were available. I didn't even notice. I'm a member of so many. I didn't even notice. I didn't even care. And I still every morning going through Reddit, having a grand day, commenting war. I love war on Reddit. Oof, oof. It's where I dish out. That's the platform I fight in. I love it.
Now, okay, question. What are the things that I'm curious, what are the things in the general that you might fight? I'm using air quotes.
There's a lot
someone
of right wingers. So but the recent war of today that I'm in is drugs. So I forget what the original post was, but it.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks. But I'm saying, alcohol is the killer, and the other drugs are not, and then people are coming in, being like, drugs are the worst thing ever, and they're destroying our life. And I'm like, and coming up, and I go into, I get the stats. I'm like, alcoholism is, kills 1 in 5 young people. I post the stats, and they're like, and then they clap back with stupid things. But I love it because there's an upvoting system. So when I'm attacking, people will upvote me and downvote my opponent, and I love that.
I'm totally like on board for that. I was asking because I was just thinking, like I don't know, it was yesterday or something. I was scrolling through Twitter and I was like, there's a certain, and so it's interesting that you were like, it's a lot of right wingers, and I'm guessing that you're saying like you push back on like their things, which is cool. So 2 things. One, I was like, as much as I dislike Trump or Ron DeSantis or even our own governor, Youngkin, I don't feel the need to go on any of their pages and say, "Oh, you're
I don't care,
crappy person," blah blah. Like no. But there are tons of people, usually right wingers, who want to do that on people's pages. But what you're doing is, I think, really good because I've been talking with several friends about this recently, and then I was even listening to one of my favorite podcasters. She was talking about it, how specifically right wingers, conservatives, they and really just racists and bigots and all that,
Sexist.
homophobes.
Ooh, the sexism. It's huge.
Yeah,
and the
transphobia.
transphobia.
Yeah.
Oof, it's crazy.
They seem much more because they're loud
Mhm.
and they're very like in your face with their hate and their dislike and all that stuff. Whereas then the rest of us who are fine with immigrants and fine with trans people, fine with gay people, all that stuff, we tend to just kind of be like, okay, whatever.
Mhm.
When we actually need to be as loud as them, because, and again, loud doesn't mean like being obnoxious, but like pushing back, um, because they seem so loud online, but it's actually just because like the rest of us are sane and we're just like, I'm not like, why am I even?
And it's nice that it feels that in Reddit, which is more international than Twitter. Twitter is really big in the United States and not as big outside of the United States. I mean, it exists, but it's just not
Well, also I feel like Twitter's about to be non-existent within like a year or
exactly.
two.
I mean, it's turning into
Even though I will say, once it's long gone and dead, uh we had some fun times on Twitter. Twitter is hilarious. Okay, people in there
I
just
mean,
like,
it's still my,
yeah, it's
it's still my
we had
secret app.
we had some good times. Yeah, yeah.
But since Reddit is more international, um, like the fight there isn't as there are right wingers because as you say they're louder than most people, but the defense comes in from
Mm.
the majority of us who are not these insane people.
Hmm.
So as opposed to Twitter, I feel Twitter is like inundated with more right wingers than everybody else right now, especially. And Reddit is more like no, as it is in reality. Most of us are not Nazis
Mm-hmm.
and bigots and transphobes and
And racists
generally
and all that, yeah.
bad
Mm-hmm.
people. And you know, the other one that's on fire right now with me and fighting. So, but somebody posts Mary Magdalene's. They got Mary Magdalene's. Who knows if it's real? It doesn't even matter. But they got Mary Magdalene says the Catholic Church's skull in somewhere. You know how the Catholics are. You know they're. I got some saint's hand. You know, like and
They're very very not it's symbolic. It's not the right word.
well,
Like
they like
physical, like want things.
symbolism.
Yeah, symbol, and like they want things,
But the
like physical
things and
things.
and what does it trace back to? Witchcraft, not witchcraft, but what I'm trying to say, paganism. It's all that. Pagans were the ones who were doing that, and they were like,
Mm-hmm.
as with most things that Catholics did, they were like, let me take that and incorporate it into our religion.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so they got Mary Magdalene's skull, but it's in gold and stone
Will
encrusted.
still be around? That was like thousands of years ago.
2000 and skulls last. I mean,
Really?
I'm not
If they're not mummified, how long does it take for a body
skulls
to
less
decompose?
less for indefinitely. You know,
Mm.
but is it actually Mary Magdalene?
Yeah.
Did Mary Magdalene even exist? I don't know these things. That's not even my question. So I put on the as a response. Catholics really need to return the gold to where they stole it from. And I ensued warfare. I mean, I'm an atheist, blah, 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 blah. But in comes my, my partner.
Robin.
But, basically they come in, they're like, yeah, and they're attacking the people who are attacking me. And it just feels like,
Thank you.
ooh, ooh.
Gravy did spill a little bit, so I can grab you another one if you want. But
No, it's all good.
there's a little puddle right there, but it's not too bad.
And one more thing, can I get a just a side of Glory Day sauce?
Yeah. Any other sides?
Maybe two sizes Glory Day sauce.
And then you already have ranch right there, but would you like
Yeah.
some cheese and extra ranch?
I'm okay. Yeah, that's
So just
enough.
2 glories?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Silverware.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, that's it. Oops, sorry.
So yeah, I love when people come to my defense in the righteous way and the right,
Yeah.
Uh, And
He's like, I know y'all weren't about to leave me out here. Hey.
and again, they get downvoted. So ultimately, that doesn't really matter. But, if you get an upvote, that gives you what Reddit calls karma. And the more karma you have, the more popular you look. So I, as a poster, I have a lot of karma. I've done a lot of fighting, and I've gained a lot of upvotes. So my word is stronger than a person who has just gotten Reddit, or a person that has negative karma because they are an asshole and blah, blah, blah. So
now,
it's a kind of a game.
other thing I have to ask is,
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you so much. Does it seem like people are pretty fair with when it comes to like upvoting and downvoting, and like people aren't just being an asshole?
No, because sometimes I get downvoted immensely, and I've lost that fight, even though I feel like I'm righteous.
Wait, you're saying
Sometimes I post something that I think is completely right, and I get downvoted by either the assholes or everybody else who doesn't understand what I'm saying, or whatever. So, no, I don't win every fight, and it's not always fair to what I see from my perspective.
Okay.
But I'm mostly winning. I mean, I have a lot of karma.
I have a lot of.
A lot. I don't know what my number is right now, but it's high.
You killing it. He killing the game.
Killing it. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Ants Human Stars podcast with Caleb and Digo. Stay connected and get updates about new episodes by visiting our website, antshumanstars.com, and by subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a positive rating and review, and share about us with your community on social media. Thanks, y'all. We really appreciate it.